Hi, it's Kim from Complete Balance. So today I'm going to look at the Quadratus Lumborum or QL, which is a short little muscle in the back. Sits about just below the 12th rib and attaches to the top of the pelvis. Helps us to side bend. And it also helps us to rotate. So quickest way and easiest way to work out which side I'm going to work on is I'm just going to do a quick side bend to the right, another one to the left. The left side feels a bit tighter, so I'm going to do a little bit of rotation. Yeah, so this left side feels a bit tighter, so I'm going to work on this left side. Obviously, it might be the right side for you. If in doubt, work on both sides. It's going to do good for both sides. The pain pattern with QL tends to be a pattern of pain that spreads across the pelvis or across the top of the pelvis. So it can be quite uncomfortable. So if you've done a bit of a yoga workout or you've done a run or anything like this, then don't worry about doing a warm up, but I just quite like to sort of do a little bit of rotation, a little bit of walking on the spot, reaching, just to start to get the back to be mobilised. You'd often be quite surprised just how doing a little bit of mobilisation, some hula hooping, anything just to get that back mobilised. It's just nice and gentle movement. It doesn't need to take too long. Good. And then we'll go into the stretches. So my favourite one is against the wall. Kind of like to have one side, one hand on the wall. I like to stand square to the wall. And I'm going to take my outside leg and I'm going to sweep it behind me. Taking the hip reasonable distance away from the wall. I'm going to bring my arm up and over and I'm going to reach across. What I'm looking to do is to keep the hips square and the shoulders square. So just have a check in with your own shoulders and make sure you haven't tipped and rolled forwards. And just do this good. And then you can walk the hands up the wall if you can get the hands to the wall. If you can't get the hands to the wall, then just go as far as you can. You want to have an action of lifting the rib cage or the upper torso off the pelvis. Reaching across and feeling that really lovely stretch into here. And you kind of want to hold the stretch for about 30 seconds. Good. And once you've held that for a bit of 30 seconds, you could walk the hands forward, just reaching forward, and that will just do a little target a little bit more into this QL area. You can push down to the feet, taking the torso up. You can push the hip away, so you can take the outside hip away from the wall. And then once you've done that for maybe 30, 40 seconds, if your back is quite acute, it's quite uncomfortable, bring the arm forwards and out. If it feels comfortable, then you can take the arm straight up like this. And then you can retest. And just check to see how that feels. That already feels much better. To add something to it, take a couple of tennis balls. You might have massage balls. You could try with golf balls, might be a bit tricky. A couple of rubber dog balls is perfect. And a big sock, so a football sock. This just happens to be an old sock of mine. And I'm going to pop the balls into the sock. And I kind of want a little bit of space. If you imagine my spine is going to go in the middle of the balls, so into that middle. So I'm going to take the balls to the wall. So you might have to do a little bit of fidgeting. Find the bottom of the ribs and then take the legs away from the wall. Let the body tissue rest into the balls. And then you can just gently roll from side to side, up and down. Just releasing any tension that might be there either side. So you're just letting the ball roll from one side. You're almost feeling like it's running underneath the ribs. Avoid letting it roll over the spine. It's not a problem if it does, it might be a bit uncomfortable. And just gently have that rocking action of rolling. And then bending the knees and coming up and down. So you're doing a little bit of self-massage into that QL area. If the ball moves up, then just move away from the wall. Check the position of the ball. So not only are you affecting the QLs, you're working on the erectors. You're having an indirect on connective tissue on the fascia. You can just gently bend the knees, rocking from side to side. And then you can come away. You can work all the way down the spine towards the pelvis. just gently massaging and mobilising and releasing any tension. If you come across an area and you think, oh, that's a bit tender, I'm just going to hold it there. I'm going to wait and hold. Probably wait and hold for 8-9 seconds. And then the pain or the discomfort will ease, or there'll be a change to the sensation, and then you might gently rock from side to side again. Go in little circles. Just anything that gently mobilises and softens the tissue in that area. Working all the way down until you get to the top of the pelvis. And then again, it might feel a bit tender. This is the other end of the attachments. So just doing a little bit of rocking from side to side, gentle self-massage, going round in circles, noticing, yep, starting to feel a bit tender, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to let my body sink into the tennis balls, waiting and holding for about 8 or 9 seconds. So this can take quite a long time. It's not something to be rushed. The slower you can do this, the more the tissue will soften. The more you hold the position, the ball will sink further and further into the layers of connective tissue, into the muscle structure, and the more effective this is. There isn't really a time scale. What we don't want to do though is go into an irritation, so you're not pushing so hard that it becomes very sore. So do stop 6 out of 10. No, the pain shouldn't be any greater than 6 out of 10. Good. And then putting the balls down, coming back, and just assessing with that side bend, how does it feel this time? How does my rotation feel? Yeah, feeling good. So feeling a lot easier. Great. If you've got any questions, you can email me at info@completebalance.co.uk. Great. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching.